Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. This is Starsector, and this is our Let's Play, and we're just picking up where we left off. We did not come over here to this planet to see what might be happening over here. I don't think it's going to be a situation where everything's for sale that the other planet wants, and it doesn't look like it. But I thought we'd at least take a peek and see where we might be with this. So 160 is the best we can get paid. 106 is what we would be paying. And yeah, that's just not going to cut it for us here. But I did want to see what might be on the market. Let's go real quick, look and see if there's any ships worth picking up. And again, this is it, I can't remember the name of the location, Fickenhild. There we go. So we're going to go to fleet, buy. Oh goodness, there's a few choices there. Let's see, anything screaming. I don't know that there is. Combat freighters. So combat freighters aren't bad, but once you get a little further along, you tend to want to leave them out of harm's way. This Colossus wouldn't be the worst thing. It usually has about a 900 capacity. It does. 900 capacity. That would help with wanting to trade things, but it has a pretty hefty price tag too. So let's see if there's anything on the black market, and there is. Nice. Oh, you know what I'm seeing that I think I'm going to grab is this light destroyer, 26,000. That's not bad at all. The Buffalo destroyer is a little less than that, but it generally isn't quite as well armed. Yeah. So we're, you know what? I'm going to pick this one up. They're going to not be happy that we have a suspicion level of none. They're not going to be happy we're buying something from the market, but I think this is a good purchase for us. We do need to go and immediately refit it. There we have it. And I think right now it only has the one variation, and I don't have a whole lot of skin in the game here to know exactly how I might want to vet this out. I don't have a whole lot of points to pay for built-in mods just yet. Let's see if there's any kind of upgrade here we could do. The Dragon Torpedo. If you hold control when you roll over these, you can see the current on the left and the new one on the right to kind of give you a comparison. Yeah, I'm not sure that there is a good enough reason to try to track that one down. I think we're going to go with what it built for me. I do like to go into weapon groups and do the auto assign just to be sure, even though I very seldom actually fly the ship myself. Okay, and then we're going to go back to fleet. I like to have my combat ships. Oh, we got to hire some crew. We can do that. I like to have my combat ships at the top of my list of ships. So let's go to crew and cargo. How far down are we? We need 15 more folks. We can do a little bit better than that. Let's go with, we're on the black market. Maybe we hire from the open market so that they back off us just a little bit. No, that's not what I meant to do. We're going to abort that. I'm trying to hold shift so that I can kind of pick. We need at least 15. That's there. Let's go ahead and let's get 150. That'll work. Puts us in good range there. We need 285. We have 420. I'm okay with that. We'll confirm that. There we go. Backing out to here. Dockside bar. Let's see what's going on here. Try to calm the well-dressed woman bothering the bartender. You manage to insert yourself into the woman's field of attention with a friendly greeting. The bartender gives you a thankful nod behind her back. These people, these space pilots, are so addled by rocket fuel and zero-G that they simply cannot comprehend respectful customer service. I think I was behind her in line at a McDonald's once. Each of these 3 words is accompanied by an open-handed slap on the bar. Ah, I missed that part. You watch as a small splash leaps over the rim of an otherwise untouched drink at each impact. Perform an act of leadership, or do we disengage? We're going to perform an act of leadership. Ah, this turns into a mission for us, and it's a decent mission. Looks like it's carry somebody somewhere. 35,000 credits for priority transport to Yesod, but the ship apparently left port early. This is a shocking disgrace which besmirches the already dubious name of all space captainry. Oh, thanks. You know you are talking to one, right? So you nod, and we can offer a transport the VIP for the same fee, try to withdraw from the conversation, or explain to the VIP they probably deserved it. While I would prefer to do number 3, I think we're going to do number 1. We'll transport the person. Now, by the way, we can set a destination by clicking right here. So right click, and you'll notice it gave us our path. I don't think you can click into it. It'll take us to the map if we do that. Okay, so we're going to hit continue and leave bar. I think that's probably going to do it for us. We probably could go ahead and repair our ship. It's probably the new one. It needed some supply to get up to combat readiness. And let's go ahead and go. All right, we have a destination. We have, yeah, we're doing well there. Sustained burn is on, so good news there. They're fleeing. Oh, they're pursuing pirates. Looks like there's piratery going on down here. We can maybe help out there first. Let's go ahead and click through to that. We don't like pirates. We can use the reputation for helping get rid of pirates. We're going to join that battle. This time we'll go ahead and take command. I know last time I shuffled it off to subordinate. Let's try out our new... Yeah, let's try these out. Is that a combat freighter? Nope, it's a frigate. We'll give those a shot. And... Okay, I hit the wrong button, didn't I? Take command of the action. Oh, did I hit... my apologies. Okay, so I think this is what's already in there. It's not us. We're going to add... Oh, I took another ship. I see what I did there. Yeah, I totally blew that, didn't I? All right. That's what I meant to do. So there we go. And we're going to head on in. See what we can do to help. Outstanding. I feel like the ships get a certain distance, and even when their engines are lit, they just kind of stop. And I don't fully get that. I suppose it's supposed to be relative velocity that it's demonstrating, and I guess that's okay, but I feel like looks like he's at full throttle and he's not getting anywhere. So, here we go. Somebody's got an interesting sounding weapon there. Okay. Putting some heat in there. Starting to see some impacts on the hull. I don't know how to see armor. I think I've mentioned that before. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to look to see what armor is looking like. I don't think it is that line there in the flux. That doesn't seem to be it. And he's gone. And when you hover, I don't really see anything that lights up that indicates that's what it is, but must be more folks here. Let's see what we got. Just a kite. I think it's a kite. Okay, well, let's get over there, finish that guy off. Looks like he's almost done for. Yeah, that shouldn't take much longer. We can get to him. Here we go, starting to see them catch up. Come on, let's get there. Oh, we could end it here. Let's give it a couple of more seconds. I prefer to eliminate all the pirates that I can. If he's going to end up being able to retreat, then maybe not. But I think we're going to see him go down here in just a moment. There he goes. They kind of cracked the nut. Oh, nope, he's gone. Awesome. Wasted time. Sorry about that. But we'll jump into the victory screen here. It'll probably ask us if we want to recover any ships. Well, we didn't lose any. I guess we should look. That, you know, it's got 4 D-mods, but that wouldn't be a bad take. So let's see. 4 D-mods for a support destroyer. It's enticing. We've got plenty of room from a crew perspective to grab it, and it does not cost... Oh, it does require story points. We're going to hold off on that then. So there you have it. We'll just take what we can pick through. We made 65 credits for that. That is not a lot. There we go. And then let's go ahead and continue on to our original mission, although not seeing a salvageable field there, debris field. So we'll just move on. And we're going to head over to, I think it was Esad. Order the jump. Let's see what happens here. So I'm going to try to navigate through some of these clouds without hitting them. Not too bad. Then we'll go back to autopilot. Is that it already? Wow, that wasn't far at all, was it? We'll turn on the transponder. I think it's a hegemony, or I can't remember whose world this is going to be. There it is. Persian. Okay. Yeah, we'll respect their request since we're basically just doing a drop off. It's not even a delivery. Here we go. Usually when you connect, when it's a drop off like this, you get this screen where it's basically here's what's happening, and there's our money, 35,000. We'll take it. We improved relation with that particular person. That is fantastic. Let's see what we got going on here. Supplies are at a decent rate. We're not seeing a huge uptick if we were to take that somewhere. Or Galatia, though. Galatia is where the first tutorial starts, and you do want to end up getting there at some point to start getting the storyline with the Academy. But I think we can, well, I guess that really wouldn't be the worst decision. I'd need to go to the black market to buy some of that, I think. What do we have for domestic goods? Not a lot of markup there. Decent markup there, but yeah, not enough to write home about. So I think maybe we will see about doing a supply run down there. I'm going to go ahead and go to the black market. We'll buy all of those for 12,000 and change. We're okay on, we could use fuel. Fuel is expensive here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was on the wrong guys. Let's go ahead and pick up 200 fuel. Gets us kind of close to topped off again. There we go. And then we're going to head to Galatia, and that's the Academy. We want to go to the mining station first. That's where they need supplies. We could take a quick look here, approach the thoughtful looking businesswoman in the private booth. Kind of opportunity. Okay, that is important to pay attention to for the future of the game. In mid-game is when you want to start looking into supplying things for a fee. You don't really need to do that just yet. What I've noted is I did try to take one of these thinking, oh, I'll find farmland and be able to provide food soon enough, and it expired before I was able to get it done. So definitely not taking that now, but it's the thoughtful looking businesswoman in the private booth. And I think it can be a businessman as well, but that's one where you can get a supply contract, and that's really good. The conversation with the shifty woman fiddling with the cybermod jack is usually one that I'm not all that interested in. It's the codes to a particular faction's bases. It helps you attack them is what it is. So I'm going to pass on that one as well. We're just going to get out of Dodge. Here we go. Start heading in that way. Wow. I didn't think it was that far that we had come, but there it is. Okay. And we'll go ahead and make that jump. And head on down. Through the storm. There's really not a easy way around this one, so we're just going to go right through it. It does cost you supply because your ships get damaged and they have to be refit. You'll notice we're up to 7 a day, now down to 3. As we hit those, these just slow you down, but the storms that are flashing, they cause damage. And we're going to jump to the inner system. Our transponder is on. That's okay for now, but we are going to want to kill that as we approach. Since it's an independent, they won't care, but we don't want to get flagged in between. That's a pretty nice bounty. We're going to... Doink, doink. There it is. Repair our ship for supplies. We're good. Let's see what we can sell. Over here, it was supplies. And I feel like we bought a lot more than we did. We buy 200. We'll sell them 250. 43,000. There we go. And was there something here to pick up? Not really, nope. Costs more than it does where it's at its highest demand. So you don't want to see that too often. We'll go ahead and, that's not what I meant to hit. This one, we'll go ahead and sell that. $461. And we'll come over here and yeah, supplies are off the charts right now in this area. Let's go see what Galatia is selling things for. I'm not where I thought I was, am I? There we go. That was weird. I don't know that I've ever seen that. It brought up the wrong map. This is the correct map. So we are down here. We're going to head up to Ansira. We'll want to turn this on. We'll probably leave it on this time. Oh, I think we've probably explored that by now. Maybe not. Take another look. Ludic Pilgrims. Ludic Pilgrims. I'm honestly not sure. Let's see what they have for trade. Well, their supplies are cheap. Cheaper anyway. I think we'll go ahead and grab some of those. That'll work. And we'll go to the open market. What's this going to cost us? 135. I think we can sell those at the mining station and make a little bit of money. So we'll go ahead and grab those. How about here? Food? Nope. Organics. Take them back to Altaf. Domestics. Nope. Yeah, we wouldn't mind going to Thule and selling some of these things. Pretty good markup there. But I think we'll hold off. Let's take care of some in-system stuff here. So we will go ahead. Let's actually look at the fleet as well. Just see if they have anything. We have some pocket change to spend if we can. They have an Eagle cruiser, but that's most of our money. Definitely not that. Someday, just not today. A heavy frigate. 6 hybrid and 1 missile. That's not that bad, actually. That's decent. Is that a midline? Yep. Design is midline. I think, yeah, you can't move off of there. Drops the item, but the design is under the name there. The design type says midline. Sometimes you'll see high tech, low tech, midline. I think that can be domain as well. And there's a couple of others, or at least one other, but I can't remember what it is. Okay. Not wanting something with 5 demods. That's a lot. And then in the black market has better offerings lately. I don't remember that always being the case, but there it is. Well, we're going to pass for now. And we're going to go back to the mining station. I should have set that up. Here we go. We have not explored that debris field, so we'll do that on the way. Oh, who's this? Why are they pursuing our fleet? We should be friendly to them. They just want to scan us. Okay. We can do that. And then we're going to salvage. Assess. Begin salvage operations. Oh, wow. That was really not worth our while. But okay. Is there another one here? I guess there might be. Yeah, there's a second one. Okay. That's not so bad then. Oof, we lost another 4 machinery. Down 8 machinery, and we got almost nothing back for it. Okay, we got some of them back here. We'll take that. And then we're going to finish our trip. Who's this? Maintaining contact with our fleet usually means that they're kind of trying to decide if they can take us or not. And it's probably going to be pirates. And I don't mind eliminating... Oh, it's the Rogue Miner Force. Well, we can definitely get rid of them, and I think there's a bounty for them. So this will work for us. We're going to pursue, and we'll take command. Get ready for a fight, folks. And we'll take this guy and this guy. They have a very small fleet. Yeah, we'll take the attack destroyers. Oh, I don't have enough. I did it again. I'm sorry. Take command of the action. I keep hitting transfer command. It's because I'm talking and trying to click at the same time. My apologies. That is what I wanted to do. We'll grab those 4, maybe. Yeah, we'll grab that one too. Deploy. And let's go get them. Oh, they're running. Hopefully we can catch them. Looks like we're getting there. They might have to turn and fight. We will mark this one as go after them, and hopefully the ships will respect that. Come on, you too. There he goes. I should have done pitched battle. That way they're not running, so you have a better chance of catching them. Let's see what happens here. He turned. Let's get there. This is, I think this is a Shrike, and that's a really nice ship. I like those. Or is the one we got here a Shrike? Now I don't remember. Oh, it's Sunder. I think it's a Sunder. I like those. I would take this ship if it was available when we finish this battle. Now I am on autopilot, I think. Yes, I'm on autopilot. Just gonna let him do his thing. As you can see, this guy's really hammering away at him. He's almost done. And he's done. Sunder. Yep, Sunder-class. I like that one a lot. They seem to be pretty strong. Is this going to be a frigate or a combat freighter? Just chewing him away. There we go. That might be it. The other one probably got away. Yep, one retreated. We'll allow him to retreat. That's fine. We're going to consider ship recovery. I am going to take that one, even though it is a story point. Like I said, I seem to have really good luck with these ships. So we'll recover him, and then we'll pick through the remaining wreckage. I didn't look long enough to see what it said our haul was on that. It wasn't too bad. There's the one that got away. We'll just let him do his thing. And we're going to finish our trip to the mining station. Another debris field way out here. Might hit this one on the way to the Academy. He will remember our names. We did have our transponder on, so we took a hit there in reputation with the pirates. I don't care. Oh, I should have turned it off here, though. Let me, we're going to undock and redock. There we go. Repair our ships. 12 supplies. Great. Black market. They still need supplies badly. We'll sell another 200. 250. Yeah, 250 will work. Another 39,000 in our pocket. There we go. I don't think anything will have changed here, so I think we'll just jump over to the Academy at this point via this debris field. There we go. I failed to notice if we got any sort of... They're pursuing our... Oh, there we go. I forgot to turn the transponder back on. Any kind of bounty for those rogue miners that we took out. We'll allow the scan. That was my bad. And we will leave. Okay. We picked up a skill point. Well, I like to spend those right away at this point in the game. And in this case, if it's available, I like to come up here to containment procedures. I like to get the ones right here. It'll tell you if it's your ship or something else. In this case, it affects the entire fleet. I like that a lot. I tend to go for those. And as we've stated, my target is to get to this one, which requires 4 lower tier ones. So I'm either going to take containment, makeshift equipment. Yeah, it'll probably end up taking both of these. We'll start with containment procedures. There we go. That's done. We're in a debris field, high risk debris field, not a lot of payout, 12%. I like to run the risk. Yeah, not a lot there. It does give you a good idea of what you really expect and if you really want to spend the time or not. I like to get them done so that when I look at them on the map, they tell me it's been explored and I don't think to come back to it later, even though it was, low quality. And we need to set this as our target because we want to go to the academy now. We're going to start that mission up. So this is how you kind of start the main storyline if you didn't do the tutorial. I think if you do the tutorial, it doesn't naturally happen. Maybe it does. I can't quite recall. But ultimately, we want to meet with the Provost, and we will click that. The Academy agent makes a quiet request through their personal comms that gives you a patient look. The new Provost is very, very busy. New administration after the recent unpleasantries, This could take some time, days, weeks sometimes. You might want to leave your comms ID with me and then come back. The comms unit chimes softly. Yes? Really? I mean, yes, we'll come up immediately. The agent turns to you and says, Provost Baird, we'll see you right now. Please follow me, Captain. Here we go. And there's more story here that, tells you about the lift pod, things like that. I have read this a couple of times. I'm going to move on. I don't always play these games for the stories. I like to play for the mechanics and the action that you get out of them, basically. So there you have it. Okay, and then as we walk through the hallway, we're being given preferential treatment. How are we going to respond to those that are kind of staring at us? I'm going to play it cool. You can also smile and wink at them. I don't know that these decisions make any difference at all. We'll go with this. And the new Provost, looks like it's Anita Baird. She says, I apologize for the mess. I've only just moved office. So she just moved in. And she asks us a question. This institution is not devoted to purely theoretical work. For what use is knowledge if it does not give us the power and wisdom to change the world for the better? She leaves the question hanging in the air for a moment. Do we want to say knowledge is good for its own sake? Knowledge uplifts the human spirit. Knowledge can also be profitable, or knowledge brings us closer to the Creator. No idea if these have impact on anything in the long run. I typically answer one of the first two. I like the human spirit one. And so we go with that. And then she says the question was rhetorical. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you answer. She says that. The Galatia Academy could make use of someone like you. Someone capable, discreet, and very well paid. I do not wish to make the same mistake as my predecessor. If one wants work done properly, appropriate incentive must be provided. That's fair. I am interested. What do you need done? Thanks, but I have other things. Actually, I really want to set up a scholarship. I haven't done this yet. I'm not quite sure what that entails. We'll do that at some point in the future, I hope. Ask about the stipend you're receiving. I'm not going to ask about what I'm already receiving. We're going to accept the mission. And I think what she does is, she has us talk to academician Sebastian. I think that's probably how we're going to say that. And he's here in the building, and he's going to end up giving us a mission to do. Now, when you come back, it takes you here, and it's like, well, how do I talk to him? I think you go to the comm directory. Yeah, and there you have a little exclamation point that Alvis Sebastian, an academician, he will talk with us. We click it. You heard the ba-boom that tells us that the story advanced. Our relationship with him increased. Oh, hello, it's you. Your contract almost looks surprised that you're calling, but manages to launch into an upbeat introduction. My name is Alvis Sebastian. The new Provost, that is Provost Baird, assigned me to be your liaison with the Academy. I hope you're as excited to work with me as I am to work with you. Nice to meet you. Shall we get on with it? Well, I tend to be more polite in general. Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad for me, but that's it. So we'll go the polite route here. Okay, right, yes. Different departments within Galatia Academy tell me what they need done. I coordinate it. Oh, and I run jobs by the finance office. We make sure you get paid. That's very important. And anytime there may be various jobs open to you, you just have to check with me. Or sometimes there might be no jobs if they're all fulfilled. That makes sense, doesn't it? But it looks like Provost Baird wants you to have first priority. She must like you. All right, we can inquire about available jobs. Could you help me set up a scholarship or cut the link? We're going to ask about jobs. So there's a kidnapped researcher. We can go recover for them. We can ask about transporting scientific research to an outpost, or we can skip everything for now. I think what we'll do, let's do a simple one. We'll do the transporting scientists. Oh, it's way out there on the edge of our reach. This is how far we can go and come back. And it is just beyond it. So we'll have to buy some fuel. But they're going to pay us 61,000 credits to do this run. So, you know, we'll take that. We can decline, but we're going to go ahead and take it. And we'll run that here real quick. So we'll accept. And we could also accept the second one. I'm going to pass on that right now. We'll come back and do another one later. There are several missions that end up getting done. I have not completed all of them in my personal playthroughs. So there could be some spoilers coming up. This might be a spoiler. Maybe I should have said that up front. I don't know. I don't think it's a big one because you have to start the story to get this far. And we haven't made any decisions except that. But for right now, we're just going to say no more stuff. And we're going to cut the comm link. We can get out of here then. Now, Galatia is not a base. So you can't buy fuel here. We're going to want to go to the mining station or in Sierra. And then the other possibility for us here, that place was way out here, right? Do we have fuel range? Yeah, it looked like it was probably this. Yeah, the Bola station here. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. Whatever that was. What we could do is come to one of these known systems where we know we can get fuel up there, and then head over. And that might not be the worst. We pick up, 5 light years on a 22 light year trip. We're much closer to having good range to come back. Just in case we haven't covered it, the inner circle, that is how far you can travel and travel back, all things considered, assuming you don't have any abnormalities where you're like in a jet stream or something like that you have to fight against. So this is what you could typically expect to travel out and back. We could almost get to this guy and back. But of course, we could get to this guy and back to here probably. That shouldn't be a problem. So you do have that to consider. Then the bigger ring is literally our maximum fuel range. So this should be about half of this distance. As you can see, we can get pretty much to anywhere in the system except this star right here. Right now, we could get to anywhere in the sector, but we can't get back. And there's probably not a station there because these are the core worlds. You don't see stations out there. Now, there could be a pirate base or something, but we don't know about those. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go up to, we'll go up to here. There's a pirate base. We could certainly buy fuel there, assuming it's not 200, credits per unit. But we'll plan on doing that. We'll go to Salamanca. That's a Persian base. So let's get going. Okay. A little bit of pause there while it was doing an autosave. We'll just run up there and cross our fingers that we can get fuel at a good price. Even if we can't, we could buy the fuel. They clearly we're going to be paid pretty well for this mission, and it's a pretty straightforward mission. So we'll come in here, repair our ships, always a good idea. Fuel is at a good price. We'll do that. We can start by buying some of it here. And you'll notice that drives up our minimal suspicion on the black market. So we can come back around, buy a couple hundred here, and it'll be a little more expensive. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. That puts us over. So we're just going to control click, and that'll max us out. And we're spending about 6,000 more. We're still at minimal, but I would assume there's like a spectrum there, and we've dropped a little bit on the spectrum as to where it wants to drop us. Well, I'm realizing this video has kind of gotten a little long, so I'm going to stop right here and we'll pick up in the next one by finishing this mission for the Academy, and we'll figure out what we're going to do after that next. I do want to thank you for your time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll consider doing so, but there is never an obligation. And until next time, fair travels.